Well, Congressman, thank you very much for doing this. We definitely appreciate it. It's nice to meet you.
Great to be with you.
Now, have you been here a lot during the state fair?
I was here Monday, had several events out here, and the day Paul Ryan was here, I also did a hunger food bank event in the big building over here. So,
what's it like for you when you come to the fair?
Oh, I love it because you see a lot of people. People always want to come up and say hi, visit with you, talk about whatever, farming, whether they talk about their concerns.
You never know what they're going to bring up, do you?
That's right. Yeah, it's always fascinating.
Do you have any memories from when you were little? How old were you when you first came to the state fair?
Well, I came as a small child with a family, but probably in my youth, I was in 4-H for 9 years.
Oh, okay.
And I was on the Franklin County Livestock Judging Team. And so we came down, we actually stayed in a motel the night before and practiced giving our reasons for the picks that we would have in our classes. And that experience really was great to be part of that.
How old were you?
I was probably 16.
And you were on the judging team?
Right.
So you knew your livestock. Did you have a specialty?
Well, no, because you judged everything. You judged beef and pork, sheep, everything.
Wow.
And it was a lot of fun, very educational, very, it was part of what we were growing up on a farm with livestock, and
Sure.
that's what it was.
What was that like, judging your peers? Was that difficult?
Well, you judge the animals, so.
But
yeah,
you're in a way, the peers are taking it personal.
Yeah, no, it was fun, and we did reasonably well. We didn't win the judging contest, but we did quite well, actually. It really gave you the ability to you had to make your picks and then give the reasons. And so you really had to say why this animal, had this asset, this one was deficient in this, and give the reasons for your pick. And you could actually be, almost upside down on what was the actual order. But if you gave the right reasons, you got a high score in your reasons.
Wow. So you had to know your stuff.
Right.
And you had to say it confidently too, didn't you?
Exactly, yeah.
Was that your first experience really speaking in front of a large group?
No, well, in 4-H, I did several demonstration projects, like flag etiquette. I forget the other was about nutrition. The 4-H at that time, and it's still today, but was really neat in that we actually focused on manners. That we had basically classes in 4-H on, sitting at a table, how do you use your silverware and all that kind of stuff. I mean,
wow.
Grooming, things like that, which
is interesting. Do they still have that?
I don't know whether I think there's some obviously continuing education stuff.
So when they talk about takeaway, what people leave the state fair with, usually it's something along the lines of a stomach ache. You got a lot more out of it back then, didn't you? I mean, that helped kind of mold you as a young person, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And growing up on a farm, and I had 4 older brothers, that was a tradition in 4-H, 9 years. The interaction, that gave you the opportunity to meet people countywide rather than just in your school. It was a really development thing in leadership, and I was a county officer of the 4-H and all those good things. So, but the fair, it was such a great experience, and I still love to go through the livestock barns here because I can see myself as those kids with those projects, and they take such pride in what they're doing. It really is fun to see the responsibility and the ethics that they're learning.
Those kids are pretty quiet usually when you go through.
Well, they're
you
working.
Look in their eyes and you know what they're thinking.
They're working, yeah.
How about some memories that you share with us as you got older? I'm sure you came to the state fair looking for a little different kind of fun.
Well,
some concerts and things. Did you go to any big concerts?
Yeah, actually, I remember seeing Merle Haggard here at the fair, who was one of my favorites, all-time favorites. Concerts were fun. We didn't do a lot of those, but that one really stands out. My wife and I love that.
Is there a big memory from the fair when you think back all the times you came as a child or brought your family here? Did you meet someone that impressed you, or did something happen while you were here? Anything that sticks out?
Well, I think just the experience of the fair itself and seeing all of the thousands and thousands of people here seeing how they're enjoying the foods that you eat, like you mentioned, all of the diversity, you know, the butter cow, all those things. It's really a neat experience here. And you know, it's interesting when you talk to people in Washington or around the country, they've all heard of the Iowa State Fair, and they all know about all the food on the stick and all of those things. And it really is a great selling point for the state of Iowa.
Well, nice segue. You brought us to the end of our interview, but as long as you brought up the stick, what is your favorite food item on the end of that stick?
Well, on the stick, it's still got to be a corn dog with some mustard on it. I mean, that traditional, but I still love that. I love going to the pork producers tent, where I'm going in a few minutes here. The beef producers got a great steak sandwich and all those things, but certainly on the stick, it's got to be the corn dog for me.
Corn dog, old trusty. Can't go wrong with that.
You never go bad with a corn dog.
You tried the bacon wrap corn dog
yet?
I
have not yet, no.
Is it on the list?
We'll see. After I do my Iowa chop, I'll see how much room's left.
So. Thank you very much, Congressman.
You bet.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.